Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, we are shouting into the void.
What? Shouting into
Into the void.
the
Into the void.
void. How's it going? How's it going, everybody? My name is Zach Hillman. I'm ready to shout into some voids, everybody.
Right, that's right. I'm Garrett Mendez, and we are
to shout into the
we're
void.
about to shout, and holy shit, I cannot believe that we have tried to end a war and started our own civil war. Maybe this is kicking off the civil war. This is it. This is the eve.
Feel like January 6th would have been the real civil war if we were gonna go that road. We almost had that coup happening. You know what I mean? But yeah, really, I mean, this was just a super boring civil war, if anything, right?
Oh yeah. I think we're being really disappointed by the Americanness of this revolution.
Yeah, this is definitely like a Diet Coke of civil wars right here, where it's like, man, I was expecting a Coke. Now all we got is the Taliban. You know. Not cute. Not super cute.
Not cute. No, but Zach Hillman. Well, I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're about to shout into the void right now, right in front of your faces.
I think so.
Oh yeah. Hopefully we're coming in nice and hot, and we're this time we got the second cam up so that you can see who's making music and what's going on over there, and we'll be able to kind of move this around. It'll be funny. Funny.
Echolocation.
Echo.
We do. Because my father was a bat, not Vince Vaughn, as some people have theorized. I would be mortified if my dad were Vince Vaughn and not a bat. JK, Vince Vaughn, we all know you're not capable of reproduction. Because he's jizzed in so many hookers. I don't know if this is comedy, per se. But there is something that I need to get off my chest. I read today on Yahoo News, because from time to time, I will browse Yahoo News. It's not as embarrassing as if Vince Vaughn was my dad, okay? I will peruse Yahoo News from time to time, and I read a report today that the unvaccinated are more likely to blame the vaccinated for the Delta variant spreading than they are to blame themselves. And that's kind of like, that's an us versus them thing. I don't really like want to dunk on anybody too hard, but who they were more likely to blame than anyone was the Biden administration. And then after that, both in the high 30 percentile, was the CDC, Fauci, other health officials, etc. And I'm really concerned that we're at a place with the unvaccinated where there's nothing anyone could say to them that would convince them to get this vaccine. That I don't completely understand. I feel like the goalpost has moved so many times, that at first Republicans were just like, this is a fake disease, and then they were like, well, it's a disease, but we should be taking all these meds that the government won't let us take. And then it was, well, there's going to be a vaccine soon because Trump is partnering with pharmaceutical companies. And then it just feels like there's no way to satisfy all of this. I've heard people say, oh yeah, I'm worried about long-term health repercussions. I'm worried that if my 12-year-old son gets vaccinated, he'll have fertility issues. I'm worried about long-term pulmonary and cardiac issues moving forward. I'm afraid that I'll be one of the few people that these are only anecdotal stories, by the way. I just want to clarify, I don't believe any of this personally, and I'm not necessarily trying to shame anyone that does, but I will say, know your sources, follow reliable news, and, these are scary times. You should know where your information is coming from and that it's trustworthy. But I feel like if people are misinformed or they've heard bad information or they don't understand the difference between different types of news sources or what's circulated as a rumor versus what's, studied by epidemiologists. And again, I'm not shaming anybody. I have moved from being shocked by what people will believe and tolerate and do before getting the vaccine. I have moved out of a period of shock, and I am now in a phase of genuine humanitarian concern for people. Because I don't think being misinformed, receiving bad information should be a death sentence. I really don't. I don't. I think it's sad that this pandemic was politicized. This is the first time there's ever been a medical emergency that was it was treated like Watergate. You know what I mean? It just feels wrong. It feels like people should only be concerned about helping other people to stay safe. And look, I will tell you my history with this, because I do think that our government did a terrible job with the vaccines and information and masking and distancing and disseminating information on all that. The federal governments versus local versus state governments. Everybody had different messages. It was impossible to parse all the information. I am a person with an immune disorder. I suffer from lupus SLE. And in case you don't know what that means, basically my body, it can't tell the difference between what's a cold and what's my kidneys, okay? And it's bad news. It's bad news. When I get sick, I don't just take some chicken soup and get better. I go to the hospital and they put me on steroids until my limbs can move again. You know what I mean? It's real shit. It's real fucking shit. And I spent 2 months after the vaccine was approved waiting for the government to call my name on some imaginary roll call, Like I was like, I am a vulnerable individual. I know there are so few of us that the government could easily vaccinate all of us, because what we all have are relatively rare, exotic diseases, if you want to call them that, and they could get us all vaccinated in the first week. But what the government, at least in California, prioritized was getting people back to work, which is an approach, but it does feel like an especially calloused and political approach that was more of a response to pressure to save the economy than it was to save people's lives, which kind of I always thought was like that was the, you know, beyond the pale threshold that you could not cross. If it was good for the economy but bad for people's lives, then you couldn't do it, right? Except this pandemic kind of proved otherwise as my glasses are fogging up. I'm breathing into my glasses. Like I said, not super funny. Not super funny. I had to lie in order to get the vaccine. And I mean, I don't really care at this point. I guess it was, I wouldn't say illegal, I would say underhanded. One of my wife's relatives said that I work for them on a food truck. Because I stood a better chance of getting the vaccine as a busboy than I did as someone with a really serious health concern. And as soon as I could get the vaccine, I did. And I don't care if I broke the law, then fuck the stupid law. That was a fucking stupid law. And I don't know who was personally responsible for how it was rolled out. If it was Biden, if it was Gavin Newsom, I don't really give a shit. I don't have any fucking allegiance to either of those fucking rich white goons. You know what I mean? So fuck them all. I did what I had to do to make sure that my daughter has a father. So fuck it. And I already have an appointment for my third shot because I'm a compromised individual and I need the third shot for the first two to mean anything. And it's sad to me to see this thing that's saving lives. It's really saving lives, and people have heard so many bad things about it that they don't want to save their lives. It's really sad, and I didn't think I would ever see something so depressing happen in my lifetime. And I just want all those people to thrive and live and be happy and healthy and safe. I realize there's a lot of those people that probably don't agree with a lot of the same policies that I do. For instance, I think that the only work that anyone should ever do is clocking in for an orgy, and the government should pay all our bills. I'm a crazy communist. I'm fine with that. I also think that the government should fund and sponsor abortions. Fine with that. I think that children who are too young to vote shouldn't be subject to any laws. They should be able to rape, murder, and kill as much as they want until they turn 18 and they can vote, right? And then if they want to rape, murder, and kill, they should join the army. You guys, I've said some really probably controversial things, probably not uplifting things, but I had to speak my truth because I had a moment of real desperation and darkness today, and I thought this was kind of the forum for that. We don't just have to limit ourselves to comedy. I mean, obviously we're here making music. We want to keep it lighthearted, but we want to keep it fucking real for you because that's what we're bringing. We're bringing a message, and I've talked way too long at this point, and I think I just got to give it to my brother in arms, my mother in charms, my smother in smarms, Garrett Mendez.
Yo.com. Yo, 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 yo. Sup, sup. Wow, everybody. Yeah, wow, God, I'm short. Jeez, look at that. Look at that bike. Look at that bike. Oh, man, it's so good. Oh, ladies and friends. Okay. We're going to need something for me to stand on. If we're going to use the same camera and I have to stand here and embarrass myself in front of everybody like this. Look at this. This is so beautiful. Look at these sounds. Look at these things. You'll notice very quickly that there's a disparity of who's a more talented musician. And that's fine. That's fine. People are different at different things. People are good at things and people are bad at things. You know, I learned at a very young age. Like, I wanted to be good at soccer. I wanted to be good at basketball. I wanted to be the Larry Bird, but for Mexicans in basketball. Like, what? What? Like, I don't think we don't got a good one. You know, like we got some mixed people in there. You know, we got some Dominicans, you know, and stuff like that. But like Mexican, you know, like no one's thinking, hey, Mexico, let's get them basketball players. No, we're headed for soccer or for baseball. I feel like that's why we partially acquired Puerto Rico. Asa! Arra! I hope you guys are liking the music cam. We're rocking out and having the music cam just being all super jam time. Oops. Okay, I almost just busted this television. Good. You know what? We need to test our electronics to their maximum. Push them. Okay? We surged this apartment last time. You know, we probably all the static electricity. Okay, we caused a power surge. That's why we had so many difficulties. I think I could be wrong. Let us know in the comments. Can you hear me sing? I will say I do, as I get older, there's an embarrassing thing that I don't know where this came from. And maybe it's the natural midlife crisis that happens if you're an American and you're not concerned, like you don't have money to drop on a Corvette, so you really want to be good at bowling. Do you know what I'm talking about? Bowling? Who's good at bowling and isn't a piece of shit? Who isn't part of a bowling team? That sucks. Who sucks and is part of a bowling team? Oh my god. Cool. Good. I hope everybody can hear us. I hope everyone can enjoy us, because I tell you, it's like it's like you're trying to sew a sweater, and you're seeing that it's easy to sew sweaters, because you look online and you look around the world and you see all these people who sewed sweaters, and you just don't realize what a mess, like how much you have to learn to get the outside looking good, but the inside looks like a mess. Anyways, who's making a sweater? Please like and subscribe. Who's making a sweater? Who's making a sweater? Okay, good. I came to the realization that so people are offended when they're paid in pizza, and if you didn't know that, then you're the one paying people in pizza, and it's not good. So good. So wake up call to those people staying at the Hyatt giving out pizza as a form of payment, because a pizza per slice, and let's say you get 3 slices max. Let's say it's a good supply of pizza. You get 3 slices. That's like $6 to $8. That's like paying people. That's like paying people $5 an hour if you have them move your apartment. You know, $5 an hour in pizza. What if you were paid in pizza? What if our economy paid you in pizza and pills? Pizza, pills, and milk. That's all you need, okay? Because you can get all your vegetables and pills. You can get all your vegetables and pizza, because legally, it's a vegetable. I don't know if you knew that, but if you're not from America, congratulations. We moved the goalpost to where we want to put. We're America #1, baby. Okay, we redefine nutrition. That's our problem. That's our hubris. Everyone have an escape plan? Does everyone have? I'm looking around as if there's an audience. I still have that habit of looking around, like thinking, "Oh my God, this is so terrible. Look at this. Look how short I am." So I had to do this. I had to do this because I could also just push it down. Can I just ask, what's the deal with Bruce Springsteen? Is it that he's like so blue collar that we just love him? Is he so blue collar that we love him? Like, I mean, I know he had like the E Street Band, but I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Like when I think of Bruce Springsteen, I would imagine he owns a Harley. But what if he's not that guy at all, and he just wanted to be rich, like the majority of America? Anyways, does Jerry Seinfeld actually play any characters? Like when he was in B-Movie, he was still Jerry Seinfeld as a B, but he was still Jerry Seinfeld B. Jerry B. Seinfeld. Jerry B. Seinfeld. Man. Honestly, I didn't finish B-Movie, so if you're gonna start dropping some B-movie knowledge here, just know that I did not come prepared and watch the whole movie. I started at the beginning. There was, the B newspaper. Everyone has B jobs, and I went, I get it. I get it. I would rather see the Lego movie, where people literally had jobs based upon real life. That's right. The Dragon and Pirate World was based upon real life. Okay. Before I lose everybody, before I lose just the energy and the faith and the love in the air, because we're in a room. I'm in a little box. I'm in a little tiny box in Culver City. So before I lose you guys, I just want to let you know that my favorite flavor of ice cream is Cappuccino Crunch. Uh-oh. Am I into processed coffee flavors in my ice cream? Oh, God. It was because Save-On, this is the pre-Vons or the pre-Ralphs, I don't know. Save-On used to have these dollar cones. Dollar ice cream cones. Hot darn. Hotdang.com. That was so good. And I used to get Cappuccino Crunch, and that opened my world. And maybe that's what made me the short man I am today. But as your short friend, hey, I know that since I'm under 6 foot, I'm 5 foot friend zone. Okay, and that's fine. Okay, hey, guys too. Okay. Guys need a 5 foot friend zone dude, okay? Because I'm your guy who's gonna root you on to go to Vegas and do that irresponsible shot of tequila and do the, just stand there awkwardly while you go to the strip club, and I just stand there, kind of What do I do? What do I do? What am I supposed to do? What are the rules exactly? I mean, they post the rules. And just heads up, when you're in a strip club, you can't just casually get on your phone. You can't just casually look at your phone because everyone's gonna think you're gonna bust out your camera and start taking photos. So just know that you're going off the grid when you go into a strip club. Anyways, guys, be original. Don't have your bachelor party in Vegas. All right, Zach Hillman, what do you got for us? You got some news. All right. As you can see, I also need a haircut because the locks. I'm looking like a Robin Good, you know. I'm looking like I'm a Puritan right now. With these locks, or I'm just trying to do like a bad Cillian Murphy impression. Friends, I love you, and I see you, and I hear you. Let's all get together after this pandemic ends in 2037.
So you need something political, huh? I have some political stuff based around maybe what I was saying a little earlier. This would be the comedic take of what I was saying earlier, and so maybe more appropriate for this venue. I don't know. I'm not a professional comedian because, well, lots of reasons. Yeah. You know, I feel that the conspiracy theories lack zest. They're not spicy enough. They're not connected or convoluted enough. You know what I mean? They're like, the only reason they want to give us a vaccine is so they can give us the virus. Bro, the virus was doing a great job of that already. Check your sources, man. If they wanted us to get the virus, they would have just told us to go outside? They would have told us to take our masks off? They would have told us that there's no more virus anymore and then let us all die. I mean, I keep hearing about these exotic illnesses that people are going to get from the virus. You know what I mean? I feel like if you're going to be one of those people that's saying they're trying to give us stuff through the virus, you need to figure out how they're figuring out who you are, right? They're looking at your voter registry, right? You know what I mean? They're seeing who you vote for in the general election, and they know that if you voted for Trump, it's a deep state conspiracy. Biden and Hillary and Obama, they're all gathering up their horses. They're gonna ride again. They're gonna set your sperm free by giving you that vaccine that kills all your wiggly boys. Yee-hoo! That's right. That was not a shot at people from the South, by the way. I was just having a little bit of fun with a Wild West character. I hope you all enjoyed it. Yeah, I feel like they could be more convoluted as well, you know what I mean? Like, where'd this vaccine come from right after the election was won, you know what I mean? Who is Joe Biden? He seems to be the exact same height as, I don't know, Fidel Castro! So where'd he get the vaccine? Well, we don't have proof he wasn't in North Korea. What was he doing in North Korea? Well, we don't have proof that he wasn't sticking gerbils up Kim Jong-un's butt. And if the liberals are so assured that never happened, I dare them to release the photographic evidence of him not sticking a gerbil up Kim Jong-un's pooper. That's what I dare them. I dare them right now. I don't know. That's the Republican side of things, you know what I mean? But there's also anti-vaxxers on the left, which is like really confusing because half the anti-vaxxers are like, oh, this is Biden. He just wants to put mind control in our buttholes or something. And then the other half of the people are like, I'm not going to let you test your experimental drugs on me, man. I do yoga. Yoga's going to save me from the coronavirus. It has so far. Yoga's great. I'm not putting down yoga. I'm just saying that if yoga is your first line of defense, I hope you fucking die. I hope you die. I'm sorry. I don't care. Yoga has become this like huge culty thing in my lifetime that people have sworn would solve all of my problems. But what they fail to acknowledge is that it creates the problem of me being an obnoxious dickwad who's wearing athleisure everywhere I go. I do not need clothing that hugs my ball sacks while I'm stretching. You know what I mean? I have multiple ball sacks. That's why I pluralized that. I hope you guys caught that. I'm giving you some more embarrassing information so that we can stop the rumor that Vince Vaughn is my father. Okay, he's not. My real dad was a crackhead who cheated on my mom. That's less embarrassing than having Vince Vaughn as a father. Get it out of your systems, people, okay? Jesus Christ. Yeah, we got these hippies that are anti-vaxxers. You know what I mean? Got people. Well, I do the all natural approach. I drink nothing but beet juice and carob and flaxseed. And my poops don't even stay in my body. They just flush right through the sweat in my knee pits. I don't know. You got a system? Good for you. What? The human system has been failing against the coronavirus. Where's your study that the I get it. Actually, I don't get it. That's why I'm ranting and raving. I don't fucking get it. I don't. I take that back. I rescinded it almost immediately because I don't understand. I don't understand the people on the extreme left who have turned. It's weird too because both sides they're completely diametrically opposed on every political issue except whether or not people should get vaccines that will save their lives. And like it's really cute because they've appropriated the slogan "My body, my choice" and applied it to anti-vaccinating. Which is crazy because the reason we offer abortions federally is because women were dying getting back alley abortions in the streets illegally. It was a public health concern. And now my body, my choice has become this thing where it's like you're arguing that you should be able to die if you want to. It is the opposite. It is a public health mishigas? I'm not Jewish, but public health mishigas? I think that's the expression. That's the only thing that comes remotely close to what this is. And then just the Larry David music plays while he's sitting there in a waiting room with his N95 mask on, watching the world collapse around him. It's sad, man. It's sad. Luke Skywalker died. He died in that second to last Star Wars movie. You know why? Because 7 and 8 were so fucking bad that he didn't want to have to be around for 9. That's how fucking... This is like the most legendary movie character of all time. This is like the banger character that every young child, at least every young boy, maybe a lot of the young girls wanted to be Princess Leia, I'm sure, and everyone wants to be Han or Boba Fett, you know, and then, fascist assholes like Donald Trump and all his followers, they want to be Darth Vader or the Emperor. Everyone wants to be Luke Skywalker. And Mark Hamill took a look at like an opportunity to be in like another movie and get paid like millions upon millions of dollars, and he said, nah man, can't be bothered, just fucking kill me in the next one, just fucking off me. He was in 5 minutes of the 7th one, and then he was in all of the 8th one, and he was like, I will be in as much of this movie as you need me in to just let me go, to let me live my fucking life already. Jesus fucking Christ. That's sad. That's sad. He left money on the table because Disney did such a piss poor job rolling out those final Star Wars movies. The only thing I can even think to compare it to is people who could potentially save their own fucking lives saying no to a goddamn vaccine with no fucking side effects other than that you live. So, Mark Hamill's a baller. He can do whatever the hell he wants. The rest of you, just get the goddamn vaccine already, please. Just please. Okay. I hope that was fun or more fun than the first one. I hope that the little banner for COVID vaccine information is right at the bottom of the screen now. And I hope that I get put in Facebook jail, because that would be interesting, right? I've never done that. But I've certainly said enough things about communism and wokeness and abortions and Bernie Sanders and Nancy Pelosi is my hero. And I wish, Chuck Schumer would return my phone calls. And, Biden is the best president ever. JK. All right, you guys, you know him. You love him. He's in a much better mood than I am tonight. And that's okay. We're not always in good moods every night. But this guy, he's a consummate pro. He's been laying down those slick, fat, walrusy beats. That's right, walrusy, because that is his favorite pachyderm. Garrett Mendez.
Wow. And you thought you came here, you thought you were going to show up here and just get some normal run-of-the-mill jokes here. Well, let me show you. Let me tell you. That's not what we do, okay? That's not what us Manhattan Beach kids do, okay? Well, oh my God, dear Lord. What I'm so happy to see everybody, see everyone just signing up for sandals, signing up for shorts, signing up for summer. I know, we're in August. And we've already rounded the halfway point of August too. So we're coming in the home stretch of 2021. I almost said 2019 for some reason. I do not know why. But I guess that is why we have calendars. That's why we have to trust certain people, okay? Like, I have to trust the system that somebody's been properly counting, that it's really August, okay? And you know what? I put my faith in other things. You know, much like Zach. I think Zach puts his faith in other things, hopefully. I don't know. Maybe. Um, you know, I'll be honest. I've been trying to quit meat, but I love meat. I love eating meat, man. I'm sorry, dude. And it's tough. It's tough. But I believe me. I've watched the documentaries. I've seen the cages. Like it's, and or just the barns and all this other stuff. Like I've watched some crazy shit. But I love. And I feel bad that an animal has to die every day for me. Sometimes it's like 3 different animals a day. Sometimes it's like 6 animals a day. You know, because like I'm assuming that wasn't the same cow. You know, when going to different places. Yeah. Yeah. So now I've been trying to make it where I'm like, okay, well, can I go one whole day of eating stuff without killing an animal? And I tell you, man, I can do 1 day a week. I can do 1 day a week right now where I could just, and you know what? Maybe that's just a privilege us Americans are going to eat ourselves into a scarcity. You get it. You get it. You get it. You get it. I get it. Okay. Oh boy. Ohboy.com. I was very happy to see everybody come to the digital graduation of America. Because that's all we have. We can just tune into live streams and tune into speeches and stuff like that. And it's like presidents used to make speeches and it was like a big deal, you know. But now people just talk all the time, and you know, you're far less impressed. I know this isn't these aren't jokes. I'm sorry. Okay. Hey, why don't we have more TVs that are vertical? Like we got, if all of our screens are already like this, like if Quibi already failed, you know, yeah, we just gotta give it up. But just as a disclaimer, if cool stuff starts happening, please stop filming vertically. Like, please. I don't know. I mean, come on, man. We're in 2021. We've had smartphones for over 10 years. Like, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Come on. Come on. We can do this, okay? Oh. Someone told me about guilty pleasures the other day, and I was thinking about guilty pleasures and how they were guilty. But I was thinking about that, and how I like you. And I think my guiltiest pleasure is peeing without flushing. I'll pee without a flush. Some people will call, if it's yellow, let it mellow. But I think it's some of that revolutionary thinking that's going to save us from this drought. Because California's in a drought, man. Dude, they had to shut down a hydro power plant from the Oroville Dam. I learned today that there's 3 power plants total at the Oroville Dam, and they shut off the Big Mama. There's ones that are further downstream that catch some further ammo, you know, and oh my gosh. We're learning that we're drinking ourselves stupid. So we gotta drink the ocean. Who's with me? Oh, now that we've all been peeing and pooing in the ocean, now we look silly. Okay, because it's not about desalinization. We gotta take out all that human feces. Also, every single time we dumped oil into the ocean, or that time when the Gulf of Mexico was bleeding. Remember when the earth was bleeding? I know. I'm obviously bringing up a lot of positive memories over here. I'm obviously putting us in the same ripe climate change, disaster-ridden world that we live in. But, hey, man, we got a California recall election to have in a couple of weeks. Oh, my God. We get another chance to rock the I voted sticker. Here it comes. Watch out, Instagram. It's like an earthquake, but it's all day. It's like when an earthquake happens in LA and everyone decides to tweet about it, but it's all day. Everyone's going to post Instagrammies about I voted, I tried to recall, and I think it's going to be real mixed because Democrats, too, also do not like Gavin Newsom. Some people are very pissed, and I understand. Restaurants, you've also pissed off all restaurants. And you know how many American dreams it is to have a restaurant in America? And California being the hot economy that we are, you devastated so many small business restaurants and kept the big boys open. I don't understand. Oh, man. People are so pissed. You're getting recalled, buddy. I don't know if that means we're getting Kevin Paffrath, the YouTuber. Spicy times. Do you like spicy times? Let me know in the comments. Do you like spicy tamales? Let me know in the comments. Do you like spicy conversation? I was thinking the other day, I read somewhere, because there's people who are like, I don't wait in lines. There's other people who are like, I don't like small talk. And I'm like, okay. But then, well, okay. I get it. I'm just as bored about talking to the weather and about what we all do for money, And if it really interests you, then fine. Because I get it. My dad used to get off on that, on being like a rich minority in a rich white town. People weren't expecting it. People hadn't seen that shit before. Okay, it's like, and that was like a brown person also being part of like a country club. Like that was nuts. What I'm saying is, if you take cotillion classes, enjoy the fact that some of these 12, 13, 14-year-olds also in their class, one of them statistically will be a porn star. That happened to me. She's in your grade, Zach. She's in your grade, and I just was reaping the benefits of also living in the same town. All right, listen, folks. It's time we wrap up this bedtime story. It's time we find out who's the naughtiest and ready for a nightmare. Who's had the most chocolate before bedtime. And I'll tell you, folks, it's me, okay? They are already selling the Halloween candy, the Halloween Reese's Pumpkins, folks. So, yeah, because there's no Labor Day candy. There's nothing to sell for Labor Day. Maybe some more American flags if you're desperate. If you're looking for some aftermarket American flags, sure. But yeah, Labor Day is for grilling, okay? That's for Weber to hawk some more grills, okay? But no, for the rest of us, plebes, we're already munching down on Halloween candy, okay? At least I'm committing the guilty sin of celebrating Halloween early. So who's with me? Who's dressing up as Britney Spears? Free Britney for Halloween, baby! We already freed Britney, I know, but the point is yeah, baby! Well, first of all, Jamie Spears agreed to step down in the conservatorship. I don't know. They didn't explicitly say she's out of her conservatorship, so she may still be watched by somebody.com. Brought to you by Nestle. But let's just all revel in the fact that people heard the outcry, people felt the personal sting of "Daddy, get off my money." Well, I think I've shared my piece about climate change, the earth bleeding. I think there was a lot of dire and high stakes. You know, that's I think that's just the best type of stand up to give, you know?
I feel like we're finally trying to take on Chappelle's legacy of keeping it real over here, right? We're wrapping it, right? Good, because these headphones are on backwards. If I hear the left side of my voice in my right ear, I'm gonna scream.
There's a drum thing going on still. But anyways, the point is that folks, we're so happy that you stopped by to stream with us, and you felt the need to give us speed.
Yes, we have that need. It's sad. You guys are really great. Hope we didn't get too into too many dark places for you there. I mean, that was definitely a theme of the night. Frustration, frustration at the state of the world. Frustration that I have to wear a mask at my best friend's house because I want to make sure my daughter's safe. I wish I could show my face to you people because, trust me, it is freakish. And if you saw it, you would know that Vince Vaughn is not my dad, okay? Stop that. Stop it now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
I think that wraps it up for us, huh?
Very much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night.